Compared to the UC application, any other college application is 10 times easier. And if the UC application is the one you fill out first, you will then have all of the information you need to fill out the rest of them. The CSU application is a site in which you have the ability to apply to any of the California state universities. On the top of my head, CSUs include San Jose State, Sonoma State, Cali State, etc. There are 23 CSUs, which is more than double the amount of UCs. For this application, there is a fee, again, per college you apply to, but this time it drops to $70 per college. Again, students are able to qualify for a fee waiver with the same requirements as the UC fee waiver. Your parent/guardian must have an income of around $40,000 per year. When you go to submit your application, it will tell you if you have the fee waiver, and if not, you have to go ahead and pay the $70 per college. The actual application itself only has 4 sections: personal information, academic history, supporting information, and program materials. The first section asks relatively the same questions as the UC application, diving into factual information about yourself. If you are curious, they ask questions like contact information, race/ethnicity, parent or guardian information, etc. The second section, academic history, simply asks you to input all of the classes you have taken in your high school career. Be sure to include everything on your transcripts, even if you fail a class. You want to be as honest with them as you can. Also, if you currently do not have access to your transcripts, you need to get access to it. It makes the process so much more efficient. If you don't know how to get access to your transcripts, I would recommend asking your counselor or career and college technician. The third section is only needed if you wish to apply to EOP. EOP stands for Educational Opportunity Program, and it is something that you have to apply for and get accepted into. From my knowledge, this assistance program is extremely helpful. It provides admission, academic, and financial support services to historically underrepresented students throughout California. So if you fit the criteria, I recommend that you apply to EOP. It asks you to answer 5 personal questions about yourself and your financial circumstances. The EOP application also asks you to get 2 letters of recommendation. One of them is automatically from your high school counselor, and the other can be from any teacher, community member, or employer. There is a certain deadline for the EOP application, so you need to keep in mind when the deadline is and get your whole CSU application turned in before the deadline comes up. The last section, program materials, is simply you choosing all of the colleges that you wish to apply for. On the application, it has a tool where you can search through the colleges. It may be a little buggy, but you should be able to find any college you want to. I would suggest searching through the specific majors to find the colleges you wish to apply for. Then, after you finish that, you are complete with the whole CSU application and you're able to turn it in whenever you want to. Some of the colleges have different deadlines for when you need to submit the application, but generally I would give you a specific day of November 30th, which would be the same day as the UC application deadline. Some of the colleges may extend their deadline, but I wouldn't count on that when submitting these applications. The sooner you turn them in, the sooner you will be able to hear back from them with all of your acceptances. For me, the CSU application was the easiest. I think I finished the whole application in a day because it was fairly easy to process. A lot of the questions were factual, meaning none of the questions required extensive thought to complete. They were to the point, and they were all questions you should know. If you complete the UC application first, it is very easy to import all of the information from that application onto the CSU application. But if that is not the route you took, that is completely fine, and you shouldn't worry too much about it. By far, out of the 3 applications, this is the easiest and the fastest. However, since I applied to the EOP application, it took a little longer. Personally, I don't think the questions were very hard, but they were extremely personal. I would say not to be afraid to explain your situation. The admissions committee is coming from a place of understanding and they want to see you succeed. The hardest part of the EOP application was asking for the letters of recommendation. It is an extremely intimidating process, but it is something you really have to go for. When asking for them, I tend to stay fairly professional and direct. Many, if not all of your teachers want you to succeed, so don't be afraid to ask them. If I could give you one piece of advice, it would be to finish your CSU application first. CSUs are the colleges that are going to give you your decisions back first. So if you turn them in early, not only do you have a better shot at getting in, but a fraction of the immense pressure you feel senior year will be relieved. Don't let the fear of being rejected be a setback, because then it will only hold you back.